universe. These are his family. Like, this is his family. And to watch them change is a whole other thing. And he can have a different level of depth to his relationship with them. And to Selena, which I've never been able to write Selena well, honestly, in the main universe. I kind of avoided her a lot. Mostly because I always saw that relationship as cycling through somewhat of the same format. Like, they get together, they're together, and then they can't be together, and that.
All right, so we just got done listening to the Absolute panel. Scott Snyder, Nick Dragotta, Hayden Sherman, Jay Grayson. That dude.
That was sick. It was sick from start to finish. It was awesome.
I had high hopes for it.
Yeah.
I thought it would be interesting just to hear everything from their perspective. I didn't know like what they were going to say at all, but I think the questions were great. You got to learn like the why from all the creatives. I thought it was really cool to hear from Jay Grayson, especially because she's so new to the Absolute Universe and getting her perspective. But each of the books, in my opinion, are hitting like a next level stride. And to know that all the creatives that we got a chance to see still gave such a passionate response to everything, it's amazing. It was amazing.
Yeah, you can definitely tell this wasn't like you know how sometimes creatives will come onto something and like you feel like their response is very like, not in a bad way, but pre-canned, PR trained, you know, like I can't say certain things. This was like, no, they're speaking from the heart. To a point, Jay Grayson was awesome, amazing. There was a point she even got choked up because of how emotional she was, talking about the journey with comics and everything. And there are so many moments from everybody, from Hayden Sherman, Nick Dragotta, Scott, where you can just tell that they're pouring their love into this. And the 100%. Fact that you know that they know that they had the ability that this might not work. There's no guarantee that the Absolute Universe is going to work. And it did. And it's become what it has become. Is so cool to see, and you can tell that they are moved constantly by it, and they're always trying to raise the bar.
And especially too because, at least for me, seeing the Absolute Universe, being a few years in, knowing that every single book, every single issue, every single arc, you feel the emotions, the fire, and all that afterwards. It's like as a reader, but then to hear these people say that and then connect it to their why they even got in comics in the first place, their friendships, the relationships, how comic books are just really, like, I thought that was one of the best parts. Talking about getting into the industry and like, you don't get into it solo for the fame, the money, all those things. Like, you get into it and it's collaborative, there's a relationship, you know, and it you can connect to that. Like, even for us, getting that creative connection, the past, the fix this, tweak this, do this, like, they can make it relatable in so many ways, and it's no mistake that their characters feel and look relatable in so many different ways. But also too, the research, the understanding of the character, the world, what they're trying to put in front of you, what the writer's saying. Like, I thought Hayden Sherman, honestly, like, I was really looking forward to Che. Obviously, Nick Dragotta and then Scott Snyder, like, of course, you know, that's kind of a given. But I'm going to be honest with you, I think this panel made me a fan of Hayden Sherman.
Yeah, it made me a bigger fan because I think it was like you have an appreciation for certain things, but then when you see their why and how far the inspiration goes, and it clicks in your mind. Like when you finally feel it, like, and it's not that it wasn't there for them. That creative was always there. But when, as a fan, when it clicks together and you're like, oh, this is why. It becomes clear. It's like a fog just lifted, and you're like, oh my God, this is why. And I think that's definitely what happened with Hayden Sherman, and it was just incredible to see and hear the inspirations, like knowing just how far they can go, knowing how far they can really go and tell and express what they want to say. Because that was a big thing about it too, is that you read the Absolute Universe and you feel like something is trying to be said. And 100%. To hear 100%. From them that, this is what we're doing, and we're kind of given a huge free reign and ability to just go crazy. It's so cool.
But it doesn't feel like they're throwing spaghetti at the wall. It feels like a true calculated, we're pushing the limits. And I think Nick Dragotta's parts really express that of like, we have an idea, we're going to push the limits, but with the support, the time, the feedback, you know, they're getting green lights because of success, but it's not just you're selling a bunch of books. It's like, this makes sense of what you're putting out. And I thought it was great too. And they were talking about like the pitch for Absolute Catwoman couldn't happen.
Yeah.
When maybe even people wanted it to happen, because there are certain things, and it was pretty cool. You want to tell them a couple things we saw?
Yeah, I was gonna say they revealed two big things, 2 exclusive covers for both issue 24.
Yeah, for
Wonder Woman and Batman. So Wonder Woman is gonna be getting a new part magic, part machine arm to level up her game, and you'll see kind of the cover right now as we talk over this. Super cool looking,
awesome.
By the way. Amazing. Awesome. Like, just the design aesthetics of Wonder Woman, this fits in so well. Yeah. And then Batman, Absolute Batman, it's going to be an homage to #1. Crazy that it's already happening in year 2, but it's still cool. But Absolute Barbara Gordon getting her Batwoman costume, but she's going to be called the Bat.
The Bat.
Looking at the costume, there's her dad's coat.
Awesome.
As we know, when he died a few issues ago, there's elements of Batman's cape in it. They talked about some of the design inspiration. We won't say too much because they definitely want some surprises. But
that's awesome.
It's really exciting. They have some very cool stuff. They explain what her weapon is too, and again, just. They know how to take things, make them feel cool, epic, have that flair, that absolute flair, but in universe, there's a great explanation, and it makes sense.
100%.
And they're still not like, well, they're just putting that just to be cool. And sometimes it is, but it's still a logical thing within their universe.
There's some, I think when Hayden was talking about what Kelly Thompson was doing, why he draws her the way she does, like, dude, Absolute Wonder Woman is extremely powerful, but you do have that emotional part of it. And it's so funny, they said, like, these characters and the destination. When you read these, you're like, okay, the Robin crew, like, okay, here's going to be Dick, here's going to, you're going to understand that. But the spin that they put on characters of, like, Selena Kyle feeling like Bruce, but Jay makes her different. Bruce not being Bruce. And we were talking about this of, like, the Zoo, going back to the first 6 issues of, like, Black Mask, what he represents, like, everything has so much symbolism in it to pay homage to the characters that are in mainline or came before, or what they grew up with. But then also, here's the new spin on the character to make it feel the way that they feel, to push the boundaries, to give you the reimagining of the new origins of the character. And then you get characters that spin out of it that just feel so awesome. That was an hour well spent. If I could run it back right now, I literally would.
Yeah, it was the best thing I think that we decided to
highlight
from the get-go.
For sure.
Even before we got to the con, we talked about it and we were like, we really want to do this, even if we can't do some other things. But this, so worth it. If they do a con similar to this and they do a panel at your con, go. It's so worth it. Not even for the exclusive stuff. It's more so much just to learn. You get so much out of it.
You learn, you experience. Like, don't get me wrong, we love listening to the podcast, you guys listening to us, like, getting that second hand, but to be in that room and to feel the energy of people who want to be there. Like, no one forced anyone to be in that room, by the way. There was no true, like, you didn't get anything, they didn't give away anything. Like, it was, if you want to experience things through the eyes and the voice of these creatives, then be in that room. The line, it felt the same way. Like, lining up with the people, like, there was just a great energy, and, like, it matches what I felt about the Absolute Universe coming into this, and it not only confirmed it, but just, like, made that connection deeper to where I love it even more.
100%. It's amazing. It's amazing.